Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to episode number 294 of the Road to Glory here today on FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. So, in today's episode, we are going to go ahead and try and complete a couple SBCs such as marquee matchups, Flashback Dani Alves, but we don't really have much in the club right now, so it's going to be a slight challenge for us. You know what the latest squad is looking like, or if you don't know, here it is. I managed to complete this in the last episode, buying ourselves Tots Delict and also Tots Dumfries, going alongside our new 91 Vieira as well. So marquee matchups came around, and two of the squads are like super cheap, and then the last two are kind of expensive if you don't already have the stuff in your club that is sort of required, so that can be a little bit testing, and we didn't have a single Spurs, Man United, Inter or Juve player in the club, so we had to go out and spend some money. However, from the first marquee matchup itself, we end up getting Llorente from Tottenham, so I guess there is a Spurs player, but of course I am just going to go ahead and discard him because he is a 14,500 coin discard and he doesn't sell at his lowest price. So right there means that I can probably buy the players that I need to buy and break even. So anything else is going to be a bit of a bonus for us. So that's a very positive thing to come out of the very first pack of marquee matchups. Now guys, do me a massive favor, smash a thumbs up on today's episode. Like I've been saying, I know it's very late in the year, but your support on this series has been amazing. If we can push up to anywhere near 1,000 likes today, that would make me extremely happy. Hit that thumbs up button, go. Right, so I went out and bought a couple players so that I could complete Spurs v Man United, and then I opened the pack rather than waiting for like the end of the SBCs because, well, if I packed an Inter or a Juve player here, I would use it in the next one. That was like the idea. I was hoping for an Inter or Juve player. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. We didn't get boards either. So, Juve players were the most expensive. Inter, I managed to buy for, I don't know, 2 or 3k. But I did have to buy an expensive Juve player. I just sniped one for under 5k, I think it was. And it turned out to be an 84 rated Mandzukic. Literally, that was the cheapest thing on the market at that point in time. So, you know, at least we got away with bringing the rest of the squad rating down because we had an 84. You know, I nearly bought Caceres for like 6.8k at the start of this day, so I'm glad that we got a slightly better deal on a higher rated player, made it a little bit more worthwhile. And then the overall objective for completing marquee matchups is because you get a 50k pack, and we didn't get a walkout from ours, we got Kagawa, so yeah, I mean, could have been better, probably could have been worse as well. I've definitely seen people not get boards. We've definitely had it where we don't even get boards from a 50k pack, but not a good one at all. So with the remainder of the stuff from those packs that I didn't sell, or with the remainder of like untradeable things and maybe a couple of things I bought off the market, I went and completed an 81 plus inform SBC because we need one to get Dani Alves, because informs still cost like 15 to 20k or something if you're going for a specific league or position. I decided to just go out and do that SBC because it was obviously going to be a lot cheaper. And then for Dani Alves, I had to go out and buy, it was Casillas, who you just saw there, and then also the two Argentine Liga NOS players over on the right-hand side of the pitch. Everything else is first owner, pretty much untradeable as well, so that's quite good, and it means we get a Flashback Alves for what basically seems nothing. We started this episode on 40,000 coins, and I think we're up to like more than that. When I sell all this stuff from marquee matchups, we're going to end up being at like 60,000 coins plus a Dani Alves, so that's a win in my books. You know, we've used the club, we've utilised the small amount of players that we've got left, and marquee matchups is like a win-win. Like, even if you don't get anything, it's definitely profitable this week. Like, just be careful on buying those players for the last two objectives for the Spurs United and the Inter Juve. If you can get them for as cheap as possible, like the Juve player is the big one, but if you can get that for as cheap as possible, then you're golden, you know, because like if you get any 83s, they're going to sell. 82 still sell. Like, a lot of golds just sell. So that's what we aim to do, was just get rid of everything. This is my latest SBC fodder pile. So Dani Alves goes straight into that. I didn't actually plan on using him, but he was a very cheap 90 rated overall card for us to get. So we've now got a fair few things that could make a decently rated squad should we need to for whatever SBCs come out in the near future. But it is time to go ahead and play some weekend league. So the squad's ready. We've numbered everyone. We've given everyone positions and what they're going to do and tactics and everything. And it is time to just go ahead into Foot Champions and see what we get matched up against. So this was Friday afternoon when I was playing this, and I'll play the majority of the games Saturday and Sunday. I know you're watching this on Sunday, but this was the first player I came up against. Really crazy squad, including 3 great reds, a Royce, Ronaldo, just everything you could ever want in a squad. It was an amazing end game team that was, I would say, arguably better than mine. Now, I held him off for like 28 minutes, but then he got through and scored with R9, a nice goal that I just couldn't seem to defend. And then, well, I give a penalty away here with Delict, and I'm just like, I've now given away a penalty with Dumfries. I've now given away a penalty with Delict. Are they actually the right players for me? I'm not too sure. But I saved the penalty, so it's all good. Well, until like a moment later when Delict gives another penalty away. I don't know what I was doing, but I definitely wasn't awake while I was playing this game. I'm not sure I was actively conscious. But he goes the same way with Royce, and this time I sort of stutter and stay in the middle. But it is 2-0 to my opponent, and then he goes on a little run here, and somehow... I don't know how he kept the ball there with R9, but hey, it is R9, I guess, and he goes 3-0 up. And when he just keeps putting the pressure on, I'm just like, you know what? We've lost this one. And I checked his name. He was on FootWiz, so he is someone that's been in the top 100 and stuff a fair few times. So, hey, it's just unlucky first game. Second game comes about, another crazy squad of a red 96 and Mbappe. Awesome. Thanks very much for matching me up against that. But hey, we've got some good players as well. We've got a very good team, actually. So it is just what it is on FIFA now. The people that are in the weekend league all have crazy squads. Definitely doesn't mean that they're a good player. But that first guy we come up against really was. So I concede quite early on, even though I'm the home team. However, we push forward and get so lucky with bounces there. And I end up scoring the kickoff with Aouar. So we're 1-1 at half time. But I feel like apart from the possession, I've had more opportunities, made more in this game, and I felt like I should win this one. I really did feel like this was my game. And at 90 minutes, again, similar thing. We'd start to bring back that possession a little bit, and we had loads of opportunities, but it does still go through to extra time because it was 1-1 at the end of the 90. And after 11 minutes in extra time, I am finally able to score a shot with Pepe. So we are 2-1 up, and then in the second half of extra time, Eusebio pushes down the wing, whips it in, and Gareth Bale rises. And we know that he's so great in the air. That's one of the reasons why he plays for us, is because we know he's a good outlet for that. And then, well, this was an odd goal. I don't know. I guess my opponent had kind of given up at that point, but it was a weird header that came off the bar, and then like we got on the end of it and scored the goal with Pepe. So 4-1 in the end, which I feel like is a pretty fair scoreline for the amount of shots I had versus this guy and the amount I created. He just held the ball for quite a long time in the very first half, so that's why he had more possession in total. He just really held the ball well. So moving on into the next game, we are 1-1 right now. We come up against this. Now this feels like a bit of a godsend because that's not a weekend league ready side. I'm not that Alisson, that Valencia, that Herrera, the left mid, the right mid, none of those players, and Iniesta, I don't think any of those players are really weekend league quality at this stage of the game. So I go into this match with super confidence that I'm going to easily get a win. And when I score after 9 minutes, I'm feeling confident. And then I just do something stupid. I mean, like, I don't know why I end up passing it to him there, but a terrible mistake from me and Van Dijk leads to him getting through with Fraser and sticking it in the back of the net. So with that, I'm just like, okay, let's not get overconfident here. Let's not get cocky. I need to beat this guy. This needs to be a win for me. And I end up scoring, I think, a kickoff goal. I can't remember what the time was that he scored, but I go up the other end and score quite quickly to make it 2-1. Then Ronaldinho just La Croquettes his way into the box, and I mean, bit of a like a crazy finish there, a bit exaggerated there from Pepe, but hey, we'll take it. He could have just nodded it in with his head, but hey, he goes for the acrobatic, and we'll take it. And then when we make it 4-1 on the 31st minute, we'd scored quite a few goals there in quick succession. My opponent was just like, yep, nope, I'm out of here, I'm gonna go, and that's exactly what I wanted from this game. So just a little bit cocky at the start of that one, just did not bode well for me. Then we go into the next one. My God, what another squad to come up against. A 99 Ronaldo, a red 97 Salah, which everyone seems to have, by the way, and he always appears first on the red picks. I don't know if there's some sort of bug there, but hopefully my week comes where I get him at some point. That would be nice. But he gets through with CR7 after like 3 minutes, and I had kickoff, so I just gave the ball away, and he scores because it is 99 Ronaldo. Of course he's going to score. So, yeah, he then gets through with CR7 again right here, and Salah makes it 2-0, and just nice, smart, cool, composed play, but puts him 2-0 up. I just couldn't quite make it work in this game. And then, well, Eusebio plays it through here to CR7, who slots it back through to Eusebio, bangs that in the back of the net, and that's 3-0. And again, I'm just like, it's half time, I'm 3-0 down, I'm not getting back into this one, I'll go ahead and quit. So the 2 losses I've had so far, we are 2-2, have both been 3-0 rage quits at about half time, because I'm just getting dominated and absolutely smashed. Which is not, again, it just doesn't bode well for me going forward this week. I've now taken as many losses as I did last week in total. And this guy had an alright team when you think about it, and when he made his substitution and brought on... I can't remember who he brings on, actually. It was Paulinho, I think, the CDM. I guess it was the Tots Moments or whatever came out. But yeah, we go 1-0 down to this guy. So a similar story again. I'm just not awake when I'm playing this game. Pepe knocks it back into Ronaldinho. We green time that driven shot there just before half-time to at least get back in this game. And as you can see, I've created more. Again, he's had more possession. That just seems to be the way it's going for me at the moment. My opponents are holding the ball quite well. So I brought off Vieira, and I brought on Lala, because I'm not sure if Vieira's working for us or not. But I brought on Bale as well, and he immediately made an impact. That's 2 substitutes at half-time there that literally caused me to score a goal after 2 minutes in the second half. So I will definitely take that. Pepe then knocks it into Ronaldinho. I whip it back post. It gets headed away, but Lala knocks it straight into Pepe, and I can make that one 3-1 after 60 minutes. So now I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm a couple of goals up here, and we're starting to play the football that we want to play. Ronaldinho scooping past Nesta there, going on a run. What am I going to do? I'm going to La Croquette the goalkeeper and just stick it in the back of the net. And that's going to make it 4-1 and pretty much game over. However, I make another stupid tackle with De Ligt. That's the 3rd penalty he's given away in my 5 games of the weekend league. I don't know what to say about that. Obviously, it's me doing it, but do I do that with David Luiz all the time? Not really. I do it more with Van Dijk, I would say. But yeah, anyway, he makes it like 4-2, and then he actually makes it 4-3 right at the very end. I mean, that's a minute over what we should have played anyway. So I just basically kicked off, and the whistle blew, and we come away with the victory. So we're 3-2, and only one of those games has been pretty easy. Oh God, that does not bode well for the rest of this weekend, and you will see that over the next couple of days, see how quick I can get up to 14 or 17 wins, depending on how it is. After what I've seen on people's rewards this week, Gold 2, Gold 1, Elite rewards, they guarantee you someone from a big league, but oh my God, they have been absolutely trash. So I'm genuinely pretty happy, I think, to just stick at Gold 3 with what we got last week, 294s. If we can get similar to that again, then we'd be absolutely golden. So yeah, like we'll probably end up doing that. In terms of stats and stuff, you can see what my players are at right now. Bale's been good off the bench. Lozano's been pretty solid off the bench as well. And I have been using Lala as a CDM. I almost think I might be missing Lala. I'm going to give this to the De Ligt and Dumfries partnership another go, because like I feel like it could be good, and I'm just struggling at the moment. But I'll keep going with it. I'll keep pursuing it, and then if it hasn't worked after the end of this weekend league or in another few games, if I get completely sick of it, we can literally just go back to what we've been using before, knowing that they're tradable players that we can go ahead and offload and sell should we want to. Guys, do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up on the video today. That would make my day. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Insta. Those links are down below, and most importantly, have a lovely day, everyone, and I will catch you next time. Peace.